British National Service, 1949 to 1963. After World War II, in a rapidly changing world, young men were called up in Britain to become peacetime conscripts and do national service. Britain needed to increase its military manpower to garrison the empire which was not what it once was, occupy post-war Germany and Japan, and establish influence in the Middle East. Indian independence in 1947 also meant that Britain no longer had the Indian Army to make up the numbers of soldiers needed. The National Service Act was first approved in July 1947 for all able-bodied men aged 18 to 30. With the advent of the Cold War and the Malayan emergency, the Act was revised, and conscripts would serve for 18 months. But in 1950, in response to the Korean War in 1950 to 53, this was increased to 2 years. Once enlisted, the conscript would have a medical and get a haircut. They were then issued their equipment and ill-fitting battle dress uniform. During their free time, recruits polished their belt buckles and buttons, polished their boots, made their beds and cleaned their rifles. The NCO would lay down harsh discipline and inspect the recruits' barracks, uniform and equipment. If anything was out of place, then they would be shouted at with strict punishment to follow. Basic training consisted of drills to enforce obedience to commands and discipline, physical training, and weapons training. Troublemakers would be sent on exhausting cross-country marches, be made to wash latrines, or ordered to peel hundreds of potatoes, which was commonly referred to as spud bashing. Soldiers deployed into combat across the world were often facing guerrillas or civil war in Korea, Malaya, Suez, and Aden. From 1949 until 1963, 2 million men were called up to the armed forces, including the British Army, Royal Navy, and the Royal Air Force. Subscribe for more history videos. Get Simple History, the Cold War, out today.
Thank you for all your support on the Simple History YouTube channel. If you enjoy the channel, please consider supporting us at Patreon.